Hello, Common Peers. In Rules Review number 7, we meet Shadows of the Eagles, written by Keith Flint and published by Partisan Press. A 120-page hardcover full-color book with some nice cover art. The rules are represented in the first 3 chapters: Introduction, Basics and Pregame, and Playing Shadows of Eagles. In the introduction, the author states that he tried to represent a more simple and smooth system to present combat in the age of Napoleon. Then follows Basic and Pregame. Shadow of the Eagles was written for 28mm, but can be played with any size. Different types of basing and measuring for different scales are given. This is division level game, with each infantry unit representing a battalion of troops. Troops and generals are ranked in 3 quality categories: superior, regular and inferior. This gives foremost the skill to maneuver and fight and the durability. Superior units have a chance to make a bonus move, whereas inferior units can be hindered in the advance. Troop types are light infantry, regular infantry, light and heavy cavalry, as there are 3 types of artillery: light, medium and heavy. Special focus is given for skirmishing, with the possibility of skirmishing screens even for regular units or whole skirmishing units of the light infantry. Command and control is established by the command radius of the general. Units in command can expand this to units in their vicinity. Units outside command are not forced to move into the command radius again, but have to make a skill check to approach the enemy. There is a pre-game bombardment phase where the approaching enemy can be softened up by artillery fire. The game is divided in 5 turns: initiative, movement, fire combat, close combat, and the Generality and Rallying Phase. The player with initiative decides who goes first. Movement is then by player A, followed by player B. Shooting and hand-to-hand combat is simultaneous. Most units hit on a 4+, and there is no save for the target. Hits are taken as given. For fallbacks after close combat, you need an average die, which can easily be emulated. I refer to my video review of Battalion Empire. In the Generality Phase, generals can connect or disconnect to near units and rallying takes place. In my first test game, I had to look up more rules as normally. The rules are easy, but some solutions are not what you expect from other rules systems. But more on this later. The rules section includes also 3 combat examples and guidelines for core level games and beyond. The next chapter gives notes by the author, special rules and guidelines for the different periods and campaigns, and 3 scenarios. The notes are especially helpful because they explain the spirit and thoughts behind some rules and how they interact. Author Keith Flint has a support website with an active forum and helpful downloads. You will find the link down below. For the Napoleonic era, this rule system is an alternative to Black Powder in complexity and style. Both are made for a more casual, friendly and fast game. No point values are given in Shadow of the Eagles. I personally miss the standard army lists to give beginners a framework for their division, but they are missing. If this isn't your first game, it is not much of a problem, but for beginners it's an obstacle. Shadow of the Eagles, infantry is the queen on the field. Cavalry is not as strong as you would expect and has to grab opportunities to shine. The rules differentiate between new and old regime armies, with usage of faster attack columns in the later campaign. But in Assault, the attack columns are inferior to troops in line. That's how these rules work. For most people who like to play Battle of Waterloo, this may not be unexpected. I personally like it when cavalry and attack columns are a bit more dangerous in close combat. But this is more a philosophical question. One key for victory in this game lies in the rallying phase. Reorganizing your troops and reducing hits can be pretty effective in Shadow of the Eagles. The command and control system may be a bit too reliable for some gamers, but others will enjoy the slightly higher level of control. If the complexity of Black Powder is right for you and you want to try something different, you should seriously take a look at Shadows of Eagles. I think about doing some tutorial or demo video for this game if there is any demand. For the next review I was a long time unsure what to choose, but in the end I will stay by my initial schedule with Shaco following up. Wargames Illustrated showed a video for a new Napoleonic miniature wargame, Soldiers of Napoleon. So there's always more coming. Maybe I'll try again to vote on the next titles to be discussed, but we will see. Till then.